Hello YouTube and welcome back. Tonight I'm parked not where I want to be. I arrived to the shippers here at about 10 minutes after 5. Apparently they stopped shipping at 5 on the dot. So I am now forced to sit in front of their gate until 8 o'clock in the morning to get 2 pallets. So I've set up my power inverter. Plugged it up to the box here, which is powering my laptop computer, which I have a little USB device that allows me to watch television. How snifty. So I don't need a TV in here, and I really don't watch TV, but there's a little Win TV little device there. It's a digital converter box for your laptop computer or desktop or whatever. And with a nice 17-inch screen, makes a pretty decent laptop TV. And using the phone, I can grab off the old Wi-Fi here, so I can get on the internet or watch TV or what have you. But cooking, back to cooking. Man, I love to cook. I don't do it enough. Tonight, I'm going into the Caribbean. I might be in Raleigh, North Carolina. But food-wise, we're headed there. What I got here is some plantains. Picked them up last night. I was in Georgia, Oakwood, Georgia, and picked up some plantains, a couple of them, browning up beautifully there in a little bit of butter. And I picked up some rice, boiling a bag. If you notice, I'm cooking the bananas in a pot first. Then I'm going to boil the water in there. That's going to help do 2 things. That's going to help cook my rice and clean out the pot. And I really don't care if my rice tastes like bananas because, folks, I'm putting them all together. It's kind of a Caribbean style thing. They do this in Trinidad and stuff in the mornings. It's a breakfast for them. So, got the little gas stove and a cutting board and going on, and to be honest with you, this is all the sugar I'm going to use. I really don't want them too sweet. I'm just going to simply hit them with a sprinkle of sugar there when I get them cooked to where I want them. Got a couple pieces that are being a little arrogant here. Flip them with a knife. Try to keep this in focus for you folks. I'm not really watching the phone as I'm recording this. I'm actually watching what I'm doing here with the knife. Not because I don't trust myself. I got plenty of experience in the kitchen, working in restaurants and whatnot before I became a truck driver. But that's what we got going on tonight. So, not really going to show you the finished product. I'm pretty sure you've all seen bananas, and I'm pretty sure you've all seen rice. So, simply going to take the bananas out, put the bananas in a bowl, cook my rice, put the rice on top. Voila. A very simple, yet okay dinner, I guess. I got my my water tank, if you will, right there. Let's stick it. I was too lazy. Yeah, I just didn't feel like throwing it up here. I got my coffee cake. Considering it's a couple days before Christmas, I might dig into that. I will be home for Christmas, hopefully, if all goes well. The world doesn't end tonight, because it is December the 20th, and we all know the world is, quote-unquote, going to end. I'd also like to touch on a subject, and I got things everywhere. These are good, too. If you find these, Hawaiian sweet rolls, man, what a steal. Real good stuff. Coffee. Come down here for a minute. Bear with me, really. I'm disorganized. I probably should have thought about this a little bit before I started making my video. Seem to have lost my coffee. Oh, looking around here. See, this box isn't normally here. This box is normally... Oh, here it is. That box is normally where the laptop is, and the laptop's normally not in here. It only comes in on certain times. So, anyways, here's a coffee I've been using, Kahlua coffee. And yes, for you people that think truck driver is drinking Kahlua, see if I can get it to focus here, excuse me. It does say non-alcoholic. See, there's no alcohol in coffee unless you add it. So what I do is I take the coffee, and I get this little nifty thing here. It might look like a cup, it might look like a thermos, but no. It is a French press, a little cup. And just take this apart here. Still wet. Used it last night. So what I do is I dump a little coffee down in there, let it seat for about 4 minutes. And I use a fair amount of coffee. I like my coffee a little bit strong. And then I take the bottom of the French press and I give this a little stir. I let it sit for about 4 minutes. Stick a spoon, or I use my knife, and give it a little stir. You know, simply like this. If you could see, the knife goes down in there. Stir it. Very simple. Let it sit for another minute, so it sits total 5 minutes. And then I take this little device and I place it on top. Now the trick to French press, you don't hammer down on it. Alright? It's not a contest. It's not an Olympic sport. It's coffee, folks. So you press down gently over the course of about a minute. You just press down real slowly. Oh, I don't know, anywhere between, let's say, 45 seconds and a minute. You press down. You can see the little smart guy that made this device here, because you can actually watch it happen. But you just push it down all the way to the bottom. And now you have coffee on the top and grounds on the bottom. And a little spout. I just pour it in my thermos. I make it at night. Coffee. Voila. Coffee and a truck without using the old method that I used to use, which was Mr. Coffee. I used to have a big power inverter. I used to, sorry about filming tonight. Jeez, I'm all over the place. I used to have a big power inverter. I used to do, you know, all that fancy stuff. 2,000 watt power inverter, coffee maker, set my coffee up, wake up in the morning when my alarm went off, reach over, bang, hit the button, lay in bed. Wait. When I heard that last sound of the coffee maker, I get up. Well, I get up before that, right? Get dressed, shut the coffee maker off, fill my thermos, fill my cup, I'd be styling. So, check my plants in. Oh, they're looking real good. Shut the heat off. Alright. So, that's what I used to do. And my old truck caught fire. So, bye-bye truck, bye-bye inverter. Hello rental, where I've been since April. It's now a couple days before Christmas. Obviously, I did not get a new truck yet. Which is cool. Yeah, I can live with it. I've just adapted. I used to have the microwave and all that jazz, but I've taken on to the old propane stove. It's cooking in the kitchen. And I've mixed it up. Really not going without, though. You know? I get the small 400 watt power inverter. Really don't use it that often. Laptop battery's dead. It's shot, folks. Matter of fact, it tells you need to replace the battery. So, laptop battery's junk. But it works. You know, I plug in that power inverter. For some reason, it used to work in the cigarette lighter plug. I don't know. Now you got to use the jumper cables. And I just hooked it onto the battery terminal, and then there's a piece of metal in there. I clicked it on for the ground. So, it seems to be working. I have to run the truck. Not really what I want to do, but hey, there's nobody around me. I'm in an industrial park, and everybody obviously went home at 5 p.m. So, nobody's gonna complain that I'm running my truck tonight. Sorry, all you people who think that carb is awesome. I am running my truck tonight. I have a little smart way sticker, so apparently the air going in the engine is cleaning, you know, the stuff coming out the exhaust. So, like when I'm in New York, supposedly what I've heard is the stuff coming out of the exhaust is way cleaner than the stuff going into the engine. So it's kind of like a giant air purifier, but yet you're not allowed to idle anyways. And tonight I chose not to freeze. Alright, I've done it 3 nights this week. You know, you go to bed, it's fine. You wake up, 40 degrees in the truck, 35 degrees in the truck. It's the point where you see your breath that it really, really agitates you. Getting out of the sleeping bag when you can see your breath is not fun in the morning. So, to do coffee, I simply use my pot, purchased at IKEA. It's great. Has the little lid. Probably showed this to you. With the little holes. I made pasta last night. Use the little holes. Chink. Put a towel over the top. Bang. Drain it out the window. So that's it, folks. You just boil water in here. Fill up the old French press. It takes 2 of these to fill the, well, 1.5 of these to fill the thermos. So it's really cool. You do 1.5 to fill the thermos, and then you have a half left over, which means you got a cup of coffee for dinner, or you could just stick it in the travel mug and drink it cold in the morning, which I don't mind. Some people hate, but anyways, there you go. There's a 11-minute video on what's happening in my truck tonight in Raleigh, North Carolina. And if the world ends, well, I hope the aliens get to see what it looked like to live in a truck with a little gas stove, and maybe they'll think I was cool. Who knows? Comment on this video if you like it, folks. Till next time, man. Bon appetit.